Hello everyone, welcome to ETAuto Big Bite, a show that brings industry's top leaders. Today, I'm joined by Mr. Rakesh Srivastava, the Managing Director and CEO of Nissan India. This is probably his first interview after the launch of Magnite, a vehicle that is seen as a savior or rescuer from all the trouble or the murmurs, the questions being posed on Nissan's survival in India. Thank you so much, Mr. Srivastava, for giving us time and agreeing to answer all the pertinent questions that is raising around your brand. First of all, I just want to understand your market share remains 0.3%, not even half percent of the entire. You have been here, Nissan India have been here for over a decade now. You have fantastic working experience in India. You have worked in country's largest car maker, Maruti Suzuki, then second largest. And today, now you are sitting at a position where you have minuscule market share. Can you start with sharing what is the difference in terms of operating a company like this compared to your previous one, which were largely volume-driven companies? Is it a very tough task for you? And what are your key focus?
Greetings, Nabeel, and it's always been a privilege interacting with you. And I have had multiple interactions in the past with ETAuto, and it's been always engaging ones, enriching ones, and the way you are able to bring in knowledge, especially about the industry and the perspective about in terms of the how industry would move ahead by way of posing strong questions, right, has always been the key factor in success for ETAuto.
Thank you.
In the same light here, right, let me bring it out. India is a very, very important market. I would say every OEM of some significance or a strong significance is present in the Indian market. And Nissan too is here in terms of having made investments of almost 6,100 crores in terms of manufacturing, R&D, in terms of supply chain, in terms of finance, and in terms of sales and channel partners. So for us, this is a very important market, and we will continue to rationalize and prioritize our investments in India. This year and this financial year, our global leadership under the leadership of Mr. Uchidasan and Mr. Ashwini, the Chief Operating Officer, whom you had interacted with in the past and this year in itself, have rolled out what we call as Nissan Next, a transformation plan. And in the Nissan Next, as per the transformation plan, the all-new Nissan Magnite plays a very, very strong strategic role. Run any company and to have a sustainable growth, you have to rationalize and you have to prioritize. And I think that's the name of the game. And towards this, our focus in India is sustainable growth. And towards this, yes, we will rationalize, we will prioritize. We will look at our product portfolio. We will look at multiple elements in terms of the sales format. We will look at in terms of optimizing our production capacities and looking forward towards how we can deliver more and more value to our customers. Customer centricity is key. The focus on customer centricity will continue to be our priority, and we will continue to do so towards bringing in more value to our customers, bringing in more convenience and comfort to the customers, ensuring our channel partners engagement, motivation towards ensuring that they are able to deliver the values to the customer, because anything and everything centers on the customer. And that's the focus of ours, is customer centricity would be our main pillar. While doing this, I think 4 key parts come in terms of making anything happen very, very strongly. If you take the insights from the customers, You will be able to do right things in terms of product development. You'll be able to create a channel which is far, far more focused, right, towards engaging and delivering on values. So that is where the customer's insights play a very, very strong role. When you build on the Japanese DNA and you build on the Japanese engineering format, and that actually helps you in terms of delivering quality as well as costs, I think that's another key part to it. And today, again, the Atmanirbhar platform, the Atmanirbhar initiative, which the Prime Minister is driving it out on the likes and on the strength of Make in India, I think is another very, very key aspect. And towards this, I think localization is a very, very key element of it. And yes, India has played a very, very strong role towards exports, especially in the auto sector. And Nissan has been a very, very strong player in exports. So our thought is, and our philosophy will continue to remain, make in India and make for the world.
This brings me to your another question. You have been champion when it comes to enhancing the volume or working on the penetration or even the customer satisfaction in your previous assignment also. We saw one of the highest volume when you were there. Now, looking at, you have been observing Nissan India for a long time. You are a champion, sales marketing champion. Can you share with us what went wrong and what were the reason behind, diminishing market share or volume of Nissan in India? And how are you going to correct those? And what are the measures are you taking?
To me, what matters is most is the way forward based on the learnings that you have. And I think the way forward for us would be is delivering more value to our customers, bringing in the Nissan DNA to our Indian customers, bringing in technology and bringing in performance in our products to our customers. I think that is what Nissan stands for. Nissan stands for innovation, and that is the way forward for us. And we would like to bring it to our customers in a very, very strong way. Nissan is known worldwide for its strong SUV DNA. The Petrol, the Qashqai, the Juke, the X-Trail, all these are testimony to the strong global SUV DNA of Nissan.
So,
I'm happy to say that, Nabeel, is that the all-new Nissan Magnite carries this DNA.
of course, certainly.
Yes,
But the products you mentioned, they are quite premium product. But Magnite is into volume segment, it's a mass segment. So how are you going to strategize yourself? Where is Nissan going to lean going forward? Is it going to a mass meter or you want to create a niche in terms of premium SUVs? How the strategy look like for Nissan in
to
India?
me, it is that premiumness is driven by way of the product, the designing of the product, the styling of the product, the features and benefit that it brings into the customers. I think that drives the product premiumness. Yes, service can be always an add-on in terms of the premiumness, but the key element always is the product itself, the technology that it brings in. And here, let me bring it out. As far as Nissan is concerned, the Magnite is concerned, right? We have been able to bring in a lot of many firsts to our customers and many bests as far as the all-new Nissan Magnite is concerned. Let's look at it as far as the product promise that it has. It has many first in segment uh, in terms of multiple technologies that it brings in. It is, first of all,
No, of
it's the
course,
first of,
no doubt, Mr. Srivastava. I think this is one of the best products that we have seen in Indian market at such a price point. There's no doubt about it, and that's how the feedback from the customer also shows that you have one of the best, bookings. You have already But I just want to talk about the long-term aspect. We saw your partner Renault also doing a lot of good numbers with Quid. But your Magnite, is it going to be one of the product? Because largely we have seen that the companies like Nissan have been a single product company. Simultaneously, they do not have multiple product working in the market. So what's after Magnite, and how long can you sustain the demand of Magnite in the country? How much capability do you have to support those kind of demand? So first part of the question, if you could answer, then I'll probably come to the second part. How will you support the demand going forward?
To me, it is that as part of the Nissan Next, the transformation plan that we have, the two key elements is rationalize and prioritize. As far as prioritize is concerned, I would say exactly is currently our topmost priority is the all-new Nissan Magnite. We will look forward towards bringing in this product to our customers at the earliest possible in terms of the deliveries, because almost 15,000 customers in 17 days have booked this product. And our endeavor would be is that we will be supplying them 2021 product in the coming calendar year. And towards that, we are all gearing ourselves towards giving them an enriching experience in the showroom and a beautiful product to drive, a big, bold and beautiful product to drive, a charismatic SUV to drive. I think that is going to be our first and foremost, topmost priority as of today.
How are you going to align your production, because your alliance partner is also going to cut the share from there? What's your production plan? How much you can produce in a month, because there is a restraint also. So can you produce 10,000 a month or 8,000 a month? And even, do you think it can sustain? Because looking at your network, that has trimmed down over the last few months. So how are you working towards that? Are you working, is there a plan to expand your network also?
And towards this, yes, we will look forward towards producing as fast as possible the highest quality product in our manufacturing unit. And I would be able to share these numbers maybe later, because we're still trying to work it out how best we can produce more and more, and then be able to share this out. Yes, currently the waiting periods are going very high, in the range of around 2 to 3 months. But then I believe the support that we have from our supply chain, the support that we have from our manufacturing unit would be able to help us and would be able to bring in more and more number of units to our customers, because we would want them to have a happy Magnite New Year. And towards that, I would be again and again, right, trying to work it out with my manufacturing towards bringing in as many units as early as possible at the highest quality towards making it happen.
Thank you, Mr. Srivastava. Next question, I just want to understand, you mentioned Nissan Next, means a new avatar of Nissan that we are going to see in India. How does it look like? What kind of volume do you see? What kind of market share? What kind of product portfolio one can expect? And when do we see the entire Nissan 2.0 or Nissan Next giving its full shape to the people in India?
Nissan Next is already on a roll in India as part of the transformation plan. And Nissan Next is a global transformation plan. And towards this, newer products are going to be introduced in the marketplace. As far as India is concerned, the Nissan Next starts with the introduction of the all-new Nissan Magnite. And as I already shared with you, right, we've already introduced this product into the marketplace. It's a very strongly well-defined strategy focused on rationalization, focused on prioritization, coupled with what we call as new market introductions. And we would be leveraging our technology prowess in the marketplace, our global expertise towards enriching the local market in the market here, towards delivering on the customer centricity. And I think that's exactly the part of Nissan Next.
So with the launch of Magnite, do we see that the brand Datsun is completely off-road now in India? Do we?
I think when you look at it behind me, there is Nissan and there's Datsun, right? And I'm happy to be part of both, right? The two brands of ours, the Nissan and Datsun brand. And we will continue to work on both of them towards delivering good quality products and a good experience to our customers. That is, I can say, as far as our Indian customers are concerned, and I'm very, very happy to be part of both and would love to continue both of them.
So, do we see products rolling out under Datsun badge also? Because Magnite had the option of using Datsun, badge, but you chose to bring it under Nissan. Why?
To me, as I said, is that yes, Nissan and Datsun will coexist, and we would love to bring our products to our customers, right? In terms of looking at how the customers are originating, what are their preferences, what technology actually excites them, what's the kind of styling that they would prefer in the marketplace. All these insights will go over right towards developing newer and newer products.
SUV in that price segment. How did you strike such a price? Are you making money on them? Because the pricing
Uh,
is competitive.
uh, in the marketplace, whenever you are operating, right, you have to take care of multiple what we call as stakeholders. And I think that's the key element of any product development as well, towards managing multiple stakeholders. But yes, it all comes in with one core, and the core is delivering value to the customer centricity. When we were working on the all new Nissan Magnite, one of the biggest thoughts that went into us is that India is a big country, India is a bold country, and India is beautiful. This is the way actually a lot of my expat colleagues, or when we talk to people from across the border from various countries, they describe in India, or they describe the Indians. They describe Indians as big, bold, and beautiful. They say that yes, the Indian customer also seeks big, bold, and beautiful. And this thought went into the development of the all-new Nissan Magnite. And that's the reason when I said is that it's inspired by India. We picked up lots of elements and insights from the Indian customers. What do they seek in a particular product? And that is where the thought went in, right, towards being able to bring in the bold outlook to the entire product of ours, right, the all new Nissan Magnite, in terms of the various elements. When we say it is bold, it is bold in terms of various premium cues.
Mhm.
It has the bold, what you call exactly is the grill, because what we have seen is the Indians like a bolder face,
Mhm.
and that exactly was curated in terms of designing of the product. That yes, the Indians prefer a bolder face.
Well, so we have seen the kind of feedback that establishes the kind of design that you have given that appeals to the customer, obviously. But let's talk about the next, uh, you know, uh, next challenge, or you can say the elements or factors that is going to impact your journey when you talk about Nissan's, resurrection or revival in India that we talk about. I just want to understand the supply chain aspect of the company. You are probably having capacity of about 4-5 thousand units a month, but you're talking about a booking of 17,000 in a month. So if the waiting period goes very long, how are you going to support that? What's the plan in place? Secondly, your partner is also going to bring a product on the same platform in next 1 or 2 months. So how are you going to, balance that competition coming up? Second, number two, the question is of network. Your network has been small. Do you want to expand this further to reach or penetrate your product well to support the journey, sustainable journey in the country when we talk about revival or we talk about volumes growing for Nissan in India?
Nabeel, we spoke about the all-new Nissan Magnite coming on the four pillars, inspired by India, engineered in Japan, uh, made in India, and made for the world. When you talk about made in India, it happens on the strength of the supply chain. And I'm happy to say that 90% of the all-new Nissan Magnite is localized with the components being provided by our Indian supply chain partners. My big thanks to them, right? That they took the challenge and they have been able to support us very, very ably towards making it happen. So in terms of the production, as I said, we are geared up, right? Yes, there is waiting period for the product, more than 2 to 3 months. And my request to my channel partners would be is to enhance the capacity so that we can serve our customers at the earliest possible, so that they can enjoy the all-new Nissan Magnite at the earliest. Yes, in terms of the customer centricity and the confidence to the customer, multiple actions are being taken by us, especially in case of the customer reach. Towards this, we have the 24 by 7 roadside assistance being provided to the Nissan customers in more than 1,500 cities. And this is a standard offering from our side. In terms of customer reach, around 120 dealer workshops are present across 12 cities, and we are adding more and more workshop towards that. In the month of November, we were able to bring in almost 30 new workshops in our customer footprint towards engaging with our customers and giving them the assurance towards this. Going forward, what we are also looking forward towards is bringing in more and more what we call as service related promises or perspectives to our customers in terms of ensuring that they have the best cost of ownership. The all-new Nissan Magnite has the cost of ownership, which is the lowest in its segment at 29 paise per kilometer. It also comes in, as I said, on the strength of the Nissan roadside assistance, Nissan Express service, Nissan prepaid maintenance program, Nissan extended warranty, Nissan doorstep service, and Nissan pickup and drop of service. Towards this, while a physical format is very much important, the current world is also seeking virtual. And towards this, we have created what we call as the digital service hub, which offers online service booking, a service cost calculator to keep the full transparency with our customers. Our customers can take out and download a digital copy of the owner's manual itself, also from the digital service hub. So today, we are actively engaging with our customers through the conventional format, but more so towards the digital format, because that is the way to go forward. I can assure our customers that yes, when they need to reach us, right, we'll be there and we'll do everything from our side towards being with them, towards providing our products to them and also servicing their needs.
What about the sales part? Enhance your sales penetration.
As far as
Sales.
sales is concerned, again, the same thing goes here is that, yes, conventional is very much important, but here we have taken another very strong initiative. We were one of the first ones to bring in a virtual showroom into the marketplace. And this we did it during the lockdown period. The teams took a challenge because that's the time when the customers were not visiting the showrooms because of the lockdown challenges. And we were able to bring in the virtual showroom. We went ahead on this towards making an online inquiry on the products of ours, ensuring also that they could transact on it. We've been one of the ones as far as the OEMs in terms of bringing in what we call as the virtual test drive. You can do a virtual test drive, the all new Nissan Magnite with a virtual sales consultant. And I think that's a very, very strong initiative from our side. And today, 150,000 inquiries have been made across the entire country. And I'm happy to say that out of the 15,000 bookings that we have received, 15% of them have come through the online digital platform. That's a very, very strong initiative because in the past, what I have experienced earlier has been 1% to 2% max to max. But 15% online booking is a very, very strong insight that has come to us that the world is moving towards the digital very, very strongly. And towards this, the, the Nissan family is all geared towards engaging with the customers through the virtual showroom, the online booking, the online service, the virtual test drive. These are very, very strong initiatives from our side.
Of course, virtual is going to play a very important role in terms of sales also. I just want to understand in the last few years, 3, 4 years, we have seen a lot of dealerships separating from Nissan. Are you trying to again expand your physical dealership or physical sales outlets also? Your presence is still in limited places right now. Do you want to expand that also? What's your target there? And what are you
For
going
me,
to do to attract more investors coming up in your networks?
to me, the most important is exactly is customer centricity. And there are two elements to it. One is the consumer of the product, and second thing is my internal customers. And that is basically our channel partners. Aligning both of them together, I think, is the most important aspect. And I'm happy to say that the channel partners of ours, right, are doing everything in terms of first engaging with the customers, especially on the safety protocols, by way of ensuring that yes, the process is followed, the resources are deployed, and the training element is there towards the team engaging with the customers. My big thank you for them because this was the most important aspect towards the business continuity when we moved over from the lockdown after the post-lockdown period. Next comes over us in terms of engaging with the channel partners is concerned. I think a very, very strong initiative is taken place by us in terms of enriching them, right, with the right kind of insights, right amount of technology, bringing in support to them, whether it is by way of various packages. One of the key supports that we give, and I think it is very, very key element towards the auto industry, is that yes, out of their dealer margins, we do not take a single paise towards running any consumer promotion. They enjoy the 100% dealer margins that they have. And I think this is very well appreciated by our channel partners. We've also brought in a lot of support to our channel partners in the lockdown and the post-lockdown period. And the best support that you can give to any channel partner or to the channel is by way of bringing in new products. And towards this, the all-new Nissan Magnite was born. I'm happy to say that the kind of motivation, the kind of the engagement that we are seeing with our channel partners on this is lovely to see. And I'm thankful to them, the way they have engaged even in these times, the COVID times, towards ensuring a total customer safety when you have more than almost around 200 to 300 walk-ins happening into showroom. And they have been able to maintain the safety protocol, ensure that they have been able to engage them, showcase the product, give the information on the product, answer any queries, any clarifications that they need towards validating their choices and the choice of the all-new Nissan Magnite. My big thank you to my channel partners. This
Very
would
valid,
not have been possible without them.
very valid point, Mr. Srivastava. But what after Magnite? How the product lineup are shaping? How many products we can expect in the next financial year? Because to sustain
This is that.
segment, I just want to understand, is it going to be one of the case like again, the company is going to remain single product? How are you going to come out of that persona or the perception of the market that these companies remain a single product miracle kind of thing? How are you going to break that? How are you going to have more number of products that's acting for you or that's reaping numbers for you simultaneously?
We are invested in India, almost 6,100 crores of investment that we've made in Indian market,
How
and
many
our
new,
commitment to India is there. And
how many,
to this, Nabil, when I say is that to me it is that our current priority and our topmost priority is the all-new Nissan Magnite. I have to manufacture a good number of units to ensure that I'm able to serve my customer at the earliest possible. This is part of Nissan Next. And the part of Nissan Next, which is basically the strategy or the philosophy that drives Nissan Next is towards sustainable growth, is prioritize and rationalize. And our priority currently is the all-new Nissan Magnite. I will say is we like to take it step by step, but I would like to assure our customers, our channel partners, and the stakeholders that yes, whenever the need arises, Nissan will make its move. Right? Just wait for it. When the time comes, we will definitely share it with you.
what comes out from the conversation or what I hear from the sources that Nissan is focused on in terms of making the operations in India lean. You are also, when I am asking about your networks, I do not get any concrete answer in terms of, how many outlets are you going to add? How are you going to expand? Why are you shying away from expansions, be it product expansion or network expansion, or even if you look at the corporate structure, we have seen a lot of lean steps are taking a place. That's very good. That's interesting, and that's very good to make company sustainable, profitable. That's the goal of any corporate. But India, which is one of the biggest markets, and I think it is one of the biggest opportunity that Nissan had when we look at the global level. You also mentioned that it is challenging Germany. So how are you readying yourself to leverage this opportunity that is being created?
To me, COVID was a very, very big challenge. And let me just bring it out to you. It was a test of multiple things. And what it showcased, not only for Nissan, but for the entire auto industry, a story of resilience, a story of positivity, a story of transformation, a story of making the big move. And towards this, I think Nissan has also done the same thing. We have showcased a story of resilience in India, showcased the story of positivity, showcased a story of transformation and Nissan Next, showcased a story of innovation. Can anyone imagine, or could anyone imagine that yes, when we look at the multiple body styles, SUVs are the highest aspirational ones over the sedan, and sedan is over hatchback. That an SUV, which is very, very rich in value in terms of the value offerings that it brings in, certain elements that it brings in, certain features that it brings in, is basically is first in segment in terms of the around view monitor, in terms of best in class mileage, best in class what we call exactly is the Android and Auto and Apple CarPlay, best in class in terms of the signature CVT transmission of ours, in terms of the looks, the style, the design, all coming in over here. So to
No
me, it
doubt.
is exactly is that when we are talking about it, as far as Nissan is concerned, our Nissan Next strategy is on rationalization and prioritization. We have rationalized on multiple aspects, and we will continue to do so. But our core of rationalization and prioritization will always be customer centricity towards delivering higher values to our customers, towards delivering higher values to multiple stakeholders of ours. And that is what we will do.
Right. Of course, you are talking about product features and all that has been well accepted. Going forward, you just talked about India, how big the opportunity is. Nissan being one of the biggest global players. I just want to understand what is the rightful place in terms of market share? Where do you want to go? And how long do you think it will take for you to have that decent market share or that aspiration that you have? You wanted to have 5% market share. Nissan wanted to have long time. It's been going on for a long time. Do you think Magnite
Our
is one step?
Nabil,
Yeah.
our CEO, Mr. Ashwini Gupta, and he has very, very clearly defined to us it is the value that matters, not the volume. And we have to be very, very value focused. And towards this, let me tell you, I would like to win, right, with the team and as Nissan, the hearts and the minds of the Indian customer. That is my focus, I would say. That is the company's focus. You win the hearts and minds of the customers, and I can tell you, volume comes on its own. And towards this, a lot of work has to go in terms of understanding the needs and the wants of the Indian customer, towards picking up the right insights towards from the Indian customer, towards bringing in these insights into development of the product, towards creating a stronger business model for our channel partners and our supply chain partners. And that is what our focus would be. I would like to work towards it, is winning the hearts and minds of the Indian customer. Volume will come on its own.
One last question. The government is planning to bring out a Realis scheme for automotive sector. Nissan has been traditionally one of the companies that leverage the export opportunity from India. How is it going to trigger your exports further? And what kind of exports are you looking at in long term? How do you want to uh, take the advantage of the scheme that is going to be rolled out anytime soon?
I think lots of changes are happening in the marketplace. And towards this, I believe that yes, there is a very, very strong push from the government towards enabling the Make in India. It has made a very, very strong push towards bringing in multiple kind of reforms, which the government is bringing in. One of them exactly is this scrapping policy. I believe the scrapping policy will take initiative and we will have a stronger element of it in the coming financial year in 2020, where the incentives to the customers would be given towards replacing cars, or investment support would be given towards it. I also see a very, very strong push coming in from the government towards the electrification, as well as also towards the export opportunity. Especially now, our portfolios in India is all BS6, and it meets a lot of requirements from the export market. We are now currently engaged with our distributors, with our multiple sales companies towards understanding what kind of demands that can emerge in the marketplace from our current products and towards understanding this. So we will definitely evaluate multiple opportunities, including for the all-new Nissan Magnite towards export, so that yes, we are able to continue on our strong journey of bringing in global products to our customers in India as well as towards the export market.
So, what is your current exports level? Do you think you will be able to export Magnite anytime soon, looking at the fantastic response from the local market?
The exports got definitely disturbed with the COVID, and that kind of a challenge that came in largely because all focus was largely because the lockdown was not only India, it was there across the global. And towards that, many markets had their own challenges towards the requirement. And we also had challenges in terms of the supply chain. So our focus was first is to meet the domestic requirement. The all-new Nissan Magnite definitely will explore opportunities globally in terms of the export market. And we are engaged right now currently with our distributors all across the world towards understanding the requirement. And we will announce this very, very shortly, which are the markets that we will be exporting first, right? We'll have to wait for some time before I bring this news to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Srivastava, for joining ETAuto Big Bite today. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching ETAuto. Do join us for our next show. Thank you so much once again for joining ETAuto.